What up, guys? So I'm chilling right now, and I'm just kind of thinking with myself, talking to myself. As crazy as that might sound, but at least you gotta do it. At least you're hot when you do it, right? But the point is, what am I doing? So I'm pretty much thinking about like how everyone has an audience, whether we like it or not. It's not even just that the world is moving into a direction where everyone cares about business, and cares about how many sales they get and how they market to people. It's not even just that. It's just that the truth is that every version of you, that version of you that you're more rambunctious and maybe even obnoxious sometimes, and the ones where you're more analytical and thoughtful, and then other ones where you're more compassionate and you're more kind, and other times where you're more angry and you kind of get stuff when you're like, and even when you're sad. I don't want those are emotions, but every version of you, I'll just use that word for now lightly, where you enter into these different states of emotion, these emotional states. There's an audience for that. That people love it when you're in that. That's why people they literally be like, oh, I love this album when this one musician, artist, person, whatever created this. Like, they're like, oh, I love this album. And they're like, oh, this just did so much for me. It's not even that. It's just the fact that this person, typically the artist or whatever, I'm just gonna say artist for now. The artist creates an album that makes sense for them in that time in their life, or just that's just who they are. And then people who are also in that time in their life, or they also just resonate with that, meaning they feel that, they understand that, they feel understood through that. And then they find this mutual bond where they pay for the album, send this person money to do the stuff, and then they make more stuff, and then it's just an awesome mutual relationship. The truth is that we all have that with every version of ourselves. And the real sad part is whenever we miss out on the opportunity that is. There's a great opportunity in that, to where anyone can say where they don't have friends or they don't have this stuff. That's not true. You're just not giving yourself to the right people. Meaning, you're not giving those versions of you to the right people. I'm not saying you need to be two-faced, but I'm just saying, like, we all know how there's certain times where we're more so analytical, and like I already said that, and that's just where we're at right now. And making stuff from that authentic place, your authentic version of what that is. We all have those different emotions. We all have the same ultimate emotions, but how it comes out through your authentic soul, your authentic being, that's different for everybody. So, and that is going to resonate with different people. So, not doing that and learning how to do that, what is that? That's just marketing. But at the same time, it's like, why are you marketing? You're not marketing just to get money. You're marketing so you can market to the people that get. You're trying to get your product, services, aka your authentic creations. You're trying to get you out to people who actually resonate with you. And not doing that, that's where it's like you're wasting your life source. So I'm pretty much not talking to myself, but yeah, it does talking to myself. But it's like, what's my point that I had before I turned on the camera? My whole point, what I saw before I turned on the camera, is the fact that by making Instagram reels and just doing random stuff randomly, even though I'm doing it randomly, I'm still more consistent than I've ever been. Funny enough to say, even though I literally only have hundreds of, like, not even hundreds, just literally 120 followers on my main, and then like 40 on my other one, which the other one's supposed to be for Twitch more so. There's a fucking, what the fuck is there a fucking, okay, this is my pant leg. But the point is, it's like, I literally, even shit like that, where it's like that version of me that's like, what the fuck is this, and blah blah stuff. It's just what is that called? There's a word for that. I'm gonna learn the word for that eventually. But whenever you're like, not startled, but when you're like, not surprised, but it's like when you're interrupted, or just the way you react to things. Like, there's some people that literally will just want to watch you react to stuff, and because they just resonates with them the way you do it, and everything else they don't care about, or they care about other things too, but more so reacting, or maybe they only care about other things and they don't really care about the reacting stuff. It's just like, we all have those things that resonate with others. It's just that you need to learn how to get that to those people, and then obviously know yourself so well that you can create something like an actual product, an actual service through that authenticity, to where to you it just feels like that's just you, but to them that genuinely makes sense for them. So yeah, that's where the sales come in. But the whole thing, it's not even about the business though. It's just about putting the two together. That, like, that's the world we live in, and that's a blessing that we can live in a world where we can be in a world with other people who genuinely resonate with us as people, and it doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like we have to do it. This is literally what we want. This is the relationships we want. These are the people we want to have around us. This is the life we want to live, and that all happens through marketing yourself to those people, making sure those people see you and they know you. Well, that's advertising. That's a part of it too. So it's like, but yeah, it's just so cool, bro. So what was my whole point? Oh yeah, what brought me into this, because I was looking at the different random reels and stuff I'd be posting, and I was looking at the fact that, like, bro, I literally post a bunch of random shit on both accounts, and there is no rhyme or reason of it yet. As you do more of it, it lays itself out, like, hey, this is more so for this person, yada yada. And I started looking at some of my reels, and after my hands are warming up, because it's kind of chilly out here, my hands are kind of not frozen, but they're cold and frigid. And once it gets warmed up, I'm gonna write it down and try to put it on paper so I can see it and make it more clear in my head. But yeah, there's people that literally watch all the different types of content I make, and there's some people who like certain stuff and don't watch other stuff, and there's some people vice versa. And it's just like, then I looked at it and I talked to myself, said this to myself, I was like, I like this avatar. I didn't say that, but which is what it is, but I like this audience. I like the people that like this stuff. I also like making stuff like that. There's other stuff and there's people who like when I make sketch comedy. There's people who like it when I kind of like sweet talk them, or it's kind of funny. When I'm not really trying to do that, but it's just me, in my head it's me joking, but I'm actually doing it too. To me it's a joke, but to them they're genuinely receiving that, which I love that too, and I'm finding it funny creating it, and they're genuinely receiving it, so that's also mutual too. I love that audience as well. I love doing it, but realizing there's an audience to it as well is like, I like that. I like that there's someone who actually likes this thing that I like to do, which I feel like that's one of the human experiences that everyone pretty much has to experience if they want to live an awesome life. They have to have the experience of, I just like doing this because I like to do it. And there's people who like it when I do that. You're not going to live a good life if you don't have relationships like that, where it's just like mutual. It's just mutual love and appreciation, just naturally, chemistry. And the more relationships you build like that, the more life gets better. But yeah. But either way, even beyond that, whether your life's good or not, I feel like that's a part of just the human experience that needs to be had, where it's like people literally meet you and you give them something that from your authenticity, and that's just who you are, and they genuinely love that shit, and they want you to keep giving them more, and they'll get mad at you if you don't. It's like, that shit is so beautiful. Something so beautiful about that. It's just gorgeous. I'm not going to get into my own beliefs about that, which there's some people who love to hear about my genuine beliefs on certain things, which is cool too, but I'm not going to get in that here, my personal beliefs. But nonetheless, it's like, yeah, everyone has their audience. And I scrolled down some of my reels that I made, and I saw that I have an audience with certain stuff, and I love that. Some people like the sketch comedy. Some people like it when I sweet talk. Some people like it when I just make literal, just random, like, ignorant stuff. When it makes no sense. It doesn't make any logical sense at all, and it's just dumb. Some people like that too. Other people with other content that I see before I turn the camera on. I don't want to look at it now, or the video will turn off and I'll turn back on. I guess I could edit it, but still. The point. I'm having fun in editing Instagram, but I've yet to like edit a full scale long form video, which I consider to be 10 minutes for me, at least right now. So it's like I've only done that for like Instagram Reels or something, like 10 to 15, 20 maybe second videos, 25 at most a couple days ago. But and even then it was kind of lazy too. But yeah, either way, it's like, yeah, just seeing the different audiences that I have, and like, some people like this, some people like that, and I want to get to the point to where like I can literally know exactly what this person would like, give it to them, present it to them properly, advertise it to them properly, sell it to them properly, so that they can receive what they want. Advertising and business stuff it's only weird because I can see how people are like, ew, like business, what, you're just trying to get people's money. That's weird when that's all you want is money. But if these people genuinely want the thing, and these people genuinely want to pay for it too, because it comes to a point where people, when they love what you do so much that it's like, bro, I can't just keep having this. Like, I need to pay for this. Like, that's why if you give some people stuff for free, they might even be like, no, you're going to take this money. Because it's just a part of the human biology, just the way we think, just the way our brains are wired, where if we are given stuff, we want to give back. We like to contribute to the dynamic that's around us. And if people are giving, we want to contribute even more. Which is why it's so easy for us that's why we love games so much. Like, what even is a game? With a scoreboard and like people compete and stuff. Why do we love that? We like to contribute to things. So if there's a scoreboard where it's like we see the scores, we see players moving up, it's like, wow, we want to contribute to that. We want to be at the top of that. Or maybe we just want to contribute to playing it casually, but in some way, shape, or form, we want to contribute, and it's fun for us. We love games, and we love stories too. But the point is, the whole thing, what am I getting at? I'm getting at the fact that it's just so cool that every human has their own version of that, which is why some, like, the whole idea where people like where they want all the money or all the people. That's not real, because not everyone wants you. Not everyone wants your authenticity. Not everybody wants that, and that's good. And the people who do want it, they'll go crazy about you over it. So it's just leaning into that. You'll not only get what you want, because they're going to give you an awesome life, and they'll also get what they want, which is your authenticity. So it's really cool. So yeah, getting to the point where I know exactly what these different avatars, audiences want, and then giving it to them. I just feel like it's such a beautiful, it's so gorgeous, man. There's just something absolutely, just God all over that. That's all that is. So yeah, and it made me start thinking about this. And it makes you connect with not only your audience, but the communities you create through that, and like building all these different you build. Ultimately, if you keep doing that, do what I'm doing, whereas you just keep throwing stuff out there and you keep seeing the different audiences, where is it hitting, where is it not, you build these different communities, and then you have an ultimate ecosystem that's built under your authenticity. It's so cool. You create an entire kingdom, just a content kingdom, just from you being yourself, and everyone has their own version of a content kingdom. And to where, like, I'm a subject of your content kingdom potentially, or maybe I don't care for that version of your authenticity, but maybe I care for someone that you do know, or maybe someone that you also with, in some way, somehow we're all connected in some way, because that's just how humans are. So that's pretty cool too. But it's just also, I'm trying to get to the main thing that's like, bam, like that's it. It's just like the whole fact that we're connected, and it's what really gets me. Is the fact that everywhere you go, you have a friend. You literally do. If you allow yourself, like even people that you would think that you hate, even if you think you hate them, or you do, or they hate you, it doesn't matter what you believe about it, or maybe they love, or a little bit, or they just kind of discontent with you. At the end of the day, if you go deep enough, you will realize that this person is like very close to you in like friendship, because it's not only because we're human in that baseline, but also because like not only the universe, but it's just like, at the end of the day, if you go deep enough, you will find that we are connected. You'll find something that they like that you like eventually. And I just think that's so fascinating, that it all is just a matter of going deep enough. Every single war, every single conflict, every single scruffle, it all came down to the leaders or the people that were over all that, whether they're either specifically choosing for this conflict to happen so they can have some type of gain, whether monetary or whatever, which is cool if that's what they want to do, whatever. Obviously, you can have your own opinions about that, but ultimately, if the people themselves, and especially the authorities who are over the whole thing, who are orchestrating the whole thing, if they just went deep enough, they'd find out that, wow, we are pretty much the same people. Beyond just the fact that we all bleed and we all shit and pee, cool, biology stuff, but it's like, no, you go deep enough, it's like, wow, we are really close. If you let yourself go down that route, if you lie, it's literally just a matter of, if you see people who are divided, they just haven't went down that path long enough. Literally, if they just kept going, if they just kept putting one foot after another, they find out that they're pretty much best friends. Funny enough, which is hilarious to me, but it's also like, wow. It really, once you see that, it's like, wow, there's no real problems in the world. There's no real problems. All there is just people who haven't done the work, who haven't gone deep enough. And if they've gone deep enough, there would be nothing. They just haven't gone deep enough. That's all you're looking at, are people who have not gone deep enough, who have not. That's it. Not that they're shallow, but it's just that they haven't stuck to it. They haven't persisted past that point. And as soon as they do, everything will be fine, literally. But no matter every single problem, if you just went through it, you'd find out that we're all the same and that there's no real problems, and we're just chilling. We're just creating and having a good time together while we're here. This short time we're here, you can have your own beliefs about that if you plan on staying here forever. If you decide to put your brain in the damn cloud or something, that's fine too. Whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, it's just like, bro, if we just went deep enough, we'd be chilling. All right. I just think that's so cool, man. That we're all unified no matter what we do. We can try to separate as much as we want, but no matter what, we're all unified. We have no real choice in the matter. Just more so acknowledge it. If you can try to ignore it, but the truth is we're unified. It's not even that's what I want. It's not even that I want to be a nice, compassionate dude. No, don't get me wrong. I might sound like I'm such a no. It's not that I want that. It's just that's just what it is. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And even then, you're still gonna have to play the game whether you hate it or not. So just might as well learn how to play it well. So just recognize what it is, and yeah. But the ultimate thing, the ultimate catalyst that I'm trying to get to you is that you have your own version of that. You have your own version of creating this content empire. And when you think of content, don't think about just, laughs or memes or stuff like that, or just, businesses to make money. Don't even think about that. It's not even about, it's literally about authenticity. People who literally want to be around you. Connections that are true to you. To true that, like, you create your own real family. Your family is not just the family you're born into. It's the family that is truly authentic to you. That's what you need to lean into and fall into, because that's really your family. Those are really your peeps. And I'm not saying that like that's your, what is it, soulmates or whatever, soul family. Which is, there's a level of that, but it's like, it's not like this John is my soulmate and I'm gonna die with him. Like, no, it's not about John. It's not specifically John. It's the fact that your soul is more than just your relationship with John. Your soul is infinite, aka all the relationships with every human that ever exists and every being to ever exist. So it's just like, bro, just allow that connection to happen, not only organically, but just to allow it to present itself. Allow yourself to just be open-minded enough to the idea of you being connected with everybody, and the fact that there's no real reason to fight or be in problems. And then on top of that, if anything, there's more of a reason to be compassionate, obviously, from the jump. But from that point of compassion, you're just like, let's get to know each other, aka let's find out where we really are connected. Not just from that idea, oh, we're all love and light. No, screw that. It's like, yes, that's true, but take it deeper. Be like, okay, what does that look like? And what does that manifest as in this physical world that we live in? What does that look like? Like, does it mean that we like the same football team? Does it mean that our kids play for the same soccer team? What does it look like that we have similar hobbies? Does it look like we have similar interests? Like, what does this look like? Does it look like what is it like? What is it? What does that manifest as? And just then that's the life we live. We recognize that, then we live those lives together where we connect, and then when we don't, we disconnect, obviously, and then we find other people who fit that match, and then over time you find enough people who you align with in all these different sectors of your life. Now it's like, bruh, you're not lonely. That's impossible now. Money, to not have money is impossible because you're hanging around people who like to be around you, who also have businesses that they're willing to help you on your business, and it's just cool. And then on top of that, even if you stop it with them, if you do it with them for a year or two, or just 6 months or even a week, and then like it goes bad or something happens, you still have the rest of the people out there who genuinely are authentic to you, and genuinely like it's not just that one person. It's just like, bro, the world is literally your oyster, and that's just so cool to me. That's fascinating to me, obviously, but bringing that down to me, how that makes sense for me in my life, and making how that makes sense for you in your life, that's just the full circle. That's really what the catalyst is. The full circle is the fact that it comes to me, it comes to you, it comes to the people that you know, people that you don't know now, but you will know later, people that you'll never know existed, never even knew that these people were on the same earth as you. As someone told you, if you died today, and someone told you in the after, while you're a ghost or whatever, whether you believe that or not, I'm not saying I do, but if someone told you, hey, bro, this person was alive when you were down there, like, what? I didn't even know people like that existed. Yes, they did, and that you just didn't, So it's just like the fact that all of it is just one big circle is just so cool. But yeah, that's my little take today. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Would you comment down below? Let me know how you feel. And as far as likes go, if you like it, definitely like it, so that the algorithm can push it to more people, so we can expand this community as farther, so that it can help me connect this, and then I'll help those people connect to you and shit. The whole circle, man. I just said the shit, so come on. But yeah, y'all have a great one. Love you guys, and keep doing your thing, because ain't nobody else gonna do it for you. And if they did, they wouldn't do it as good as you. Let's go.